folks. It is July the 30th. Oh, boy. So, to recap, or maybe give an update on the last episode, I mentioned there that I watched that Real Wolf of Wall Street documentary. Definitely awesome. Highly recommend it, by the way. But, yeah, so, well, I actually did, because the algorithm decided, because I watched that I'd want to watch a bunch of Jordan Belfort, YouTube videos. And honestly, I gotta admit, I did watch them, and they were somewhat interesting. Yeah, they really were. Straight up. I thought it was funny as all hell, because he said of the stock market what I've said many, many times. I've tried to tell people that you cannot convince them of. And he had it just totally right. He's like, it is easy as all hell for anybody with any amount of money to get rich on the stock market. It just takes like decades. I mean, and on top of that, you can't sell it to people. Because all it really is, and it really is this simple, you take whatever small amount you can every week and you put it into the S&P 500, okay? And you reinvest the dividends. I guarantee you, in like 10 years, you will be very, very financially secure. Okay? But the problem with this is, like, number one, most people usually don't believe that it could possibly be that simple. Okay? And on top of that, let's say you're like a stockbroker or an investment advisor, somebody like that. You probably don't really want it to be known how easy it really is, because nobody would pay you to do it if they knew that. You're just an expense that's only really necessary if you're like super, super rich and like just don't have the time to do this shit yourself. But again, if you're like super, super rich, you probably are like doing it, but you're like the idiot from Shine or something. I mean, yeah, like he even says, like, there's nothing sexy about it. It's super simple. Anyone can do it, but you can't sell it to people. But you can sell people the idea that, like, oh, hey, I got the next friggin' Walmart. Or, whatever, friggin' thing you want. The next Palantir. Hell, I remember somebody told me about Palantir when it was $10 a share. I bought a whole bunch of it, and then I sold a bunch of it when it was like, I don't know, $50 a share. And then it ended up going to like, I nowadays it's probably split a couple of times, but probably like it'd probably be the equivalent of like 200 a share right now. So yeah, I probably should have stayed in it, but at the same time, fuck it. I don't really fuck with individual stocks anymore, because it has to be your job to do that. But people usually have more fun gambling than they do investing. As usual, since we made that mention, let's go over it again, people. What is gambling? And what is investing? Investing is when you know why something is going to be worth more money tomorrow than it is today. If you can explain to me why that's going to happen, and I have nothing to say back, that's an investment. If you just say, hey, I'm going to double my money because this coin is going to come up heads, I'm of course going to say, But what if it comes up tails? I mean, and that's the gamble. You can't tell me that it's going to come up heads. I can tell you that people are going to continue using gasoline in the future, and that it might get a little bit more difficult to find here soon. Or at the very least, expensive. Definitely gonna get expensive. That's an investment. Lottery ticket? No idea what that thing's gonna say when it scratches. It might be awesome. But it's probably going to say you're a loser. Thank you for paying stupidity tax. But, hey. It goes to the schools, I guess, or at least it's supposed to, but probably doesn't really. Still got this jelly mints going, by the way. Oh, boy. Hey.